Hello everyone, I am your Ice Dragon Rayron VR, and welcome to day 2 of National Model Railway Month, where we celebrate the world's greatest hobby. And today we're going to be talking about what exactly is model railroading in my humble dragon opinion. Now we can look through the World Wide Web to get kind of a formal definition of model railroading, and I simply just went to the typical website that everyone else would go to, and that is good old Wikipedia. And so their definition is railway modeling or model railroading is a hobby in which rail transportation systems are modeled at a reduced scale. And they include all of the things here, including locomotives, rolling stock, landscape, country roads, bridges, model figures, lights, rivers, hills, tunnels, canyons, and a plethora of different things. Like I said, guys, I've got 30 days to try to showcase the world's greatest hobby here on the channel for National Model Railroad Month. But today we're going to talk about, what my opinion is and kind of just why I enjoy this hobby so much. So, what is my definition of the hobby? So, I thought about it because there's a lot of things that we can make a definition of. And so, my definition is a model sandbox hobby that is both motorized and stationary art. That's the beauty about the hobby, is that we can take something from nothing and create it into motorized pieces of art or even just stationary art through dioramas, displays. We can also motorize things with layouts, with point to point, with operations. And that's the beauty of this hobby, and the fact that we can actually take it into respective scales. We've got T, we got Z, we got HO, and all the narrow gauge scales along with that, O gauge, 7 1/4, 1 to 1. There's just so many ways that we can display this art of both motorized and stationary. It is such a unique hobby, and in my opinion, that's what makes it so good. And if you guys haven't seen my video, I kind of go into this a lot more in detail on my channel here. So I talked about this kind of before, model railroading, the world's greatest sandbox hobby. And I go into a plethora of reasons why this hobby is really good, and why we need to kind of protect this hobby and how we need to share this hobby with others in the up and coming generation, and how this hobby, we can make it as cheap or as expensive as we want to be. It just depends on the mentorship and the tips and the tricks in order to carry on this hobby. And that's the whole purpose why I went really gun-ho into this channel, is because I want to make sure this hobby survives, that because there's so much things that we can do, so much knowledge that we can learn from, good stories and moments that we can share. And with the rise of YouTube with this particular hobby, there's so much that we can do, especially virtually as well. So again, kind of a short video when it comes to this, but I want to point you guys over to this video because it really captures my true definition of model railroading and what it's truly all about. I'll go ahead and leave a link down in the description box below. But feel free, let me know what you guys think. What is the is there a true definition to model railroading? How do you guys celebrate this wonderful hobby? But yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts about it. Do you think my definition is too general? Do you think it's more spot on? Again, going back to it, it's a model sandbox hobby that is both motorized and stationary art. I think that summarizes it beautifully. But again, that's just one person's opinion. There's so many other ways that we can look at this hobby. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on day 3 of the National Model Railroading Month here on the Mythical Railway.